Hey everybody, it's General Heat here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, we're going to be going back to Fallout 3 and seeing what happens if you escape Vault 101 as a baby. So, after your whole birth sequence, you come to this part of the mission where this is the first time you actually can, play in gameplay and walk around, and you're supposed to, go see your dad and then do all that whole special book and everything like that. But, what if you, decide to escape during this party? Because your dad leaves you alone to go attend to some business. But what if, during that time that he leaves you, you escape? Well, you will need to obviously mess around a little bit of like console commands on the PC version of Fallout 3 with this, but this is actually a pretty fun experiment we could do. So the first thing I tried was like setting my lockpick skill to like maximum and then giving me like a bunch of lockpicks, but it's actually very difficult. It's still too difficult to pick the locks. For some reason, the developers of this game, they made that lock like impossible to pick, essentially. Even though like you're never really supposed to be able to, but they did it anyways to prevent you from escaping, even though like there's usually no way to do so. But once we get out, you can see the father is actually waiting out here, and he's just standing here waiting for you to finish your special book at the beginning. But we can just ignore him, and then, well, if he takes any damage during this part, he just like freaks out, even if it's like from you. But yeah, so there's one more locked door over there, but we're just gonna ignore that door. We don't need to go through that one, although we could if we wanted to, but we're not going to. So ignoring that door, we are gonna go through this door instead. It looks like there's nothing through here, but if we go through, we actually fall through the ceiling and we land inside Vault 101. And for some reason, once we land here, it's actually during the escape sequence. So yeah, everything is messed up and everything, and it's time to escape. So we kind of, I don't know like if actually there's a way to do this without console commands. Maybe there's like a speedrun trick for this. I actually don't know. But nonetheless, you do skip like a huge chunk of the intro, and we can now escape the vault the normal way. Actually, we actually don't need to really do much. We just need to, just go the usual path. There might be like some alternate ways to escape, but I'm just gonna do like the normal way. And a lot of characters won't be here, like Amada, the Overseer. They won't all, none of them won't be here at all. So we're just going to come over here, use the Overseer's password to escape, and open the tunnel. So now we're just gonna leave again through the regular way, and at this point there's nothing else that we need to use console commands for. So from this point on, the rest of the game we should just be able to play normally. Once we escape though, we do have the chance to actually use the special book, because I skipped that earlier. But it doesn't matter if I use this or not. I could play like completely like as a baby with like no skills or anything, but it's whatever. Now, if you didn't see my previous video about what happens if you die as a baby in Fallout 3, as a baby you are just like a mini version of your adult self. So that's that's what you look like. And if you didn't see that video, if you die as a baby, then your body gets all stretchy. But yeah, so once you're out of the vault, you can play the rest of the game normally from this point on. The Pip-Boy though doesn't really work as a baby, so you kind of have to like go without it. But everything else is fine. You can still level up, you can do quests and everything. In fact, we already had the quest to go to Megaton. So yeah, it's now theoretically possible to play through the whole story of Fallout 3 as a baby, or really just a mini version of myself. But yeah, for a future video, an upcoming one, I'll see if it's possible to actually beat the whole game as a baby, and show you what happens if you do beat it as a baby. Well, if you can. But yeah, that wraps up for this video. That's what it's like to escape Vault 101 as a baby, and I guess nobody noticed that the baby escaped. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and found it to be interesting. If you did, make sure to leave a like, leave thoughts and comments, anything else we check out, look into, or any other games we want to explore and stuff like that, just leave in the comments down below. But aside from that, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys!